In an old junkyard filled with broken and unusable vehicles, there stood an abandoned bus where two pandas lived, Happy and Hap. One morning, inside that old bus, Happy woke up Hap, who was still sleeping on a worn-out bed with dirty blankets and an old pillow. When Hap opened his eyes, he was surprised. Happy had prepared a birthday surprise for him. Happy wore a colorful birthday hat and held a small piece of light brown bread, shaped like a cake, with a single lit candle on top. Happy sang a birthday song, and Hap smiled as he blew out the candle, making a wish. Hap was overjoyed by Happy's simple yet heartfelt surprise. They shared the bread together and felt full and happy. After breakfast, the two pandas left their old bus home. Happy was dressed in business attire and black shoes, while Hap wore a school uniform with a backpack on his back. They walked away from their home, Happy heading to work and Hap going to school. Before parting, Happy handed Hap some paper money for his allowance. Hap noticed that Happy's hand was covered with wounds and scratches. Happy quickly made excuses, hiding the real reason behind his injuries, and Hap innocently believed him. Happy then helped Hap ride an electric tricycle going to school. He watched until the tricycle drove away before leaving for work himself. What Happy didn't know was that Hap got off the tricycle early. He secretly followed Happy to see where he really worked. Happy walked fast, unaware that Hap was quietly following behind. In a narrow alley, Happy quickly changed out of his clean clothes and shoes. Hiding them in a corner, barefoot, he continued on. Wearing his old, tattered clothes, Hap followed silently. Happy entered a marketplace, where he began lifting heavy sacks of vegetables to deliver them to a stall owned by a gorilla named Yippy. Happy was working as a porter, carrying large and heavy sacks of vegetables. His face was drenched in sweat as Yippy laughed, watching him struggle. After the delivery, Yippy tossed a few coins into Happy's hand as payment. From behind a concrete wall, Hap peeked and saw everything. Tears fell from his eyes as he realized how hard Happy worked just to provide for him. Heartbroken, Hap ran off towards school, still crying. The next morning, Happy again gave Hap some money for his daily allowance and transportation. Hap accepted it, pretending nothing was wrong, and told Happy he could go ahead first. As soon as Happy left, Hap decided to walk to school instead of taking a ride, saving the money Happy had given him. After school, instead of going home, Hap went to a machine shop to work part-time for 2 hours, cleaning and helping around before closing time. When he got home, he secretly hid the money he earned along with the allowance from Happy inside a wooden cabinet beneath their bus home. He also cooked food so that Happy could eat when he arrived tired from work. That night, Happy came home exhausted, and the two shared a warm meal together, smiling despite their simple life. Days turned into months, and months into a year. One morning, Happy woke Hap again, just like before. It was Hap's birthday. This time, Happy brought a real cake with a lit candle. Hap smiled as he opened his eyes, expecting exactly this moment. He blew out the candle and made a wish. Then, Hap held Happy's hand and led him to the wooden cabinet. He told Happy to open it. When Happy opened the cabinet, his eyes widened in shock. Inside were piles of saved money. Hap explained how he had secretly worked and saved for a year. Happy was overwhelmed with emotion and hugged Hap tightly. The next day, they used the money to buy their very own electric tricycle, which they could use for work and transportation. Then they went to the market, where they purchased Yippy's vegetable stall, as Yippy had run out of capital and could no longer continue his business due to his vices. Happy handed Yippy the payment, and Yippy left sadly. Soon after, the two pandas bought a small concrete house, their first real home. Outside their new home, Happy and Hap smiled brightly, finally enjoying the fruits of their love, effort, and sacrifice. And there, their beautiful story came to an end.